The caterpillar is very well known because it's very conspicuous. As its name implies, it walks along in single file when the caterpillars are fully grown and they're looking for a place to pupate. And the other thing that is known about the Pine Processionary caterpillar is that they have these little urticating hairs that can cause a rash.
Is this to humans? I also believe they can be dangerous to dogs as well.
So they can certainly cause a rash to humans. I can attest to that personally because certainly as a child, I've been affected by them a few times. Extremely itchy, but nothing worse than that. But I used to be fascinated by them as a child. So, but to pets, especially pet dogs, particularly, they can be quite dangerous. And I know of cases of, for example, tongues having to be amputated and things like that. So, dog owners should keep their pets well away from the caterpillars.
And whereabouts can you find these creatures?
The caterpillars feed on the needles of pines, and wherever there are pine trees, populations will establish. We have them here in the Botanic Gardens. Very few of them this year. Actually, we have a control program in place. We use a couple of different methods to control the caterpillars, and they've proved very successful in recent times, especially in controlling the population. But we don't want to get rid of them entirely as well either. I mean, they're interesting. As I said, I was fascinated by them as a child, and they also provide food for birds, for example. But we do try to control them. An interesting point about the Pine Processionary caterpillars is that we always used to associate them with March, and indeed they still emerge in March. But in the last few years, we've had such mild winters that they've been emerging as early as January and even December.
So this time of year, what other creatures are coming out? Anything else we should keep an eye out for?
We should keep an eye out for change in the weather and corresponding changes in the natural world. A lot of flowering plants. I mean, the Gibraltar's in a global biodiversity hotspot. The Mediterranean has an extremely rich flora, and we're lucky in that the Upper Rock has a very diverse flora as well. It's extremely colourful at this time of the year, and I would certainly encourage people to walk and to enjoy the natural environment.